25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 3, check 3. Hey, switch gears. 25. We're going to 54.
They'll try to sweep with Elliott. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got Rome. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. And even 60 yards. So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring it.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him. Gets him all the way down to the 2-yard line. Let's see if they can pound it in.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
Check 26, check 26. Slam. We're going to 53.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. Paul Richardson, 74 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. On 2nd down now, it's Hunt, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Watch twist. Blue, blue, blue. Blue, blue. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Smooth. Check, 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 check. SOS, SOS, SOS. Alert, 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 alert.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. And when you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Watch that. Alert, 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 alert.
Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Going for it all. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Prescott. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And he takes it all the way down to the 32. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Caught. It's Wilson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Second and 10 now from the 27. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll run on first down. Hunt. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his second touchdown of the night as the Bears push further out in front. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class is starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now Elliott. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Bears' 42-yard line.
Again, it's Elliott. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And a cutback right sideline. And down to the 7-yard line. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 7-yard line.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal.
47.
Prescott from the gun. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 4 yards out, and the Cowboys cut into that lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he's got some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length as the Bears push further out in front. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 33. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On 2nd and 7, Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. This complete to the tight end Clay. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Prescott to throw it. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And bulldozing his way through. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
After the interception, here's Trubisky, escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
54. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Paul Richardson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the curls.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Prescott. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To the air again, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Prescott yet again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Buster Screen. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and they take it away. Yeah,
the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, it's Cohen. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They run again with Hunt. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL